Justin, you excited to get this team in front of a national audience for the first time this year, so the
Sure.
nation can see what you guys have?
For sure. Been ready. Honestly, we felt like should have been put on that platform. But I mean, just like we said at the beginning of the season, we're gonna have to wake some people up. We're gonna have to be that team that no one is counting on to be good and expecting to come out and be the team that we are today. So we knew that we were going to get that attention, and then of course looking forward from the start of the season and seeing that primetime game, that first Thursday night, is always something to be excited about.
The country also gets to see the new Sam Darnold here. Tell us what the country's going to see from Sam Darnold now.
They're going to see all that they've been seeing for the past couple of weeks. That's something that we're all excited about. Sam has been playing great. We all have been playing great. It's just the few, little touches throughout the game that we need to fix. The execution on some plays throughout the game, the crucial moments that we need, just all dialed in, all 11. That's something that, we need to look forward to. But, just like we've been saying, we haven't been playing a complete game. On offense, defense, and special teams. So it's definitely a great time, especially coming off of that loss Sunday. It'll be definitely a great time for us to come together as a collective team.
Justin, if you think about 2.5 years with Kevin as a play caller, where have you seen him, grow or evolve the most as a play caller?
Yeah, I would have to say just understanding the players that he have on the team. Obviously, I'm going to have the attention, and I'm going to gain those, double teams and triple teams, and just his ability to understand that and really not let that affect me not getting the ball. He still try to find ways and schemes to try to get me open and to get me off of those double teams and triple teams. So I would have to say just connecting with the players and to, just talking to us and just making sure we're on the same page, and for him to know what's going on and for us to be comfortable and to understand, where we would like to be and, of course, how he would like, the play to go. So I would just say just the concepts, the schemes, and just his ability to, put us in different places to get us open.
In terms of your connection with him, how much time do you guys spend talking about that, where defenses play you a different way and he has to come up with answers for that?
A lot, a tremendous amount. Every single time, we're just walking together in the hallway, we're talking about, the schemes or a new play that he's drawing up or, how they're going to play me that upcoming week. So he's always, having those discussions with me, and, every time we're on the field and, we're going through the plays, we're talking, in between those plays. So it's the chemistry and the communication is definitely high.
For 6 games, has there been anything that defenses have shown you that you're like, oh, that's new, or like?
Not really. A little bit more holding this year, I would have to say. But other than that, not really. We kind of expect the double teams and the triple teams going into the week. We know that the teams are focusing and making sure that I'm not the main source to get the guys going and to get us a spark. So none of that is really a surprise, and that just goes back off of just talking to KO and just drawing up those schemes and concepts in order for me to not get those double teams and triple teams.
Justin, what did you think of Aaron Jones' rehab to get to where he could play in that game? And just what did we not see of maybe what he had to do to make sure he was active?
Yeah, crazy story is I don't think he told y'all, I'm pretty sure. And, just before the game, he said his hamstring wasn't feeling, that well, the London game. And, I told him, I had kind of the similar symptoms as he was having, and just making sure to not overly do it. Of course, we would love to have him, during the game, but this is a long season. We need him for the entire season. We need him, for playoffs when that comes. That's the main importance, not, just that week 5 game. We need him for the long run. So he kind of took that into consideration, and he didn't play the full game. He didn't overly do his hamstring. So just after the bye and having some time off, of course, being in the training room and working with the training staff to, make him feel good. And I felt like he did a tremendous job. I felt like he didn't lose a step at all, or, his hamstring wasn't bothering him at all. So, that I say that just to say, just as a teammate or as a leader of this team, always try to make sure my guys are, in the best that they can do. Of course, if they come ask me about, if they should do something, or, how I felt when I had a similar injury, I'm going to make sure that I give them my best opinion. And, of course, it kind of worked out well.
Leadership. What's your relationship like with Jordan Addison, and what do you say to him after he has a couple of those penalties like he did at the
Yeah, my relationship is great with Jordan. Every single day I try to build that relationship more and more. He's still young. He's still, kind of getting comfortable with the system and everything. But, about the penalties, that's not really something that we kind of talk about. Of course, this is his first time really getting penalties like that. And that just, we have to just be more dialed in to, our alignments, making sure who's on the ball, who's off the ball, and just, talking to him throughout the game, making sure he's still in the game mentally. He didn't really get that many targets and touches last game. So throughout the game, just talking to him and making sure he's still in the game, high spirits, because, we need him. He's definitely a guy to give us a spark and make a play downfield, which he did on that long play downfield. So we're always going to, need those type of plays, and we always need him to be into the game mentally. So I'm always going to be that type of person to, give him some encouragement and make sure that he's into the game.
With Anthony Edwards recreating that photo?
I had a great time. Just the whole resemblance of the photo, and just really just chopping it up with him and talking to him. We came in at the same time and didn't really get to spend that much time together because of COVID and everything. So it was great to kind of, see how he acts in person. I see it on TV, and it's definitely true. That's definitely him. So I love that, and I was very happy to give Minnesota what they really wanted.
Play football?
I think he can play. That's without a doubt. He has that athletic ability to play. But just like I said, if he get hits one time, a good hit, I don't think he'll get up too quick from that one. That was crazy. His ability he was actually making them. That was legit. He was actually making the football in the hoop. That was pretty insane to see. But just like I said, he's athletic. That's without a doubt.
Cooper Kupp's back this week. It's always good to hear guys talk about guys at their own position. So what do you think about Cooper Kupp?
I love Coop. I love seeing his film and seeing his route running. Of course, seeing him in when was that, 2021 or 2022 season? Season, and seeing him kill it, and of course, KO coming to us after that year, and I was asking him how was Cooper Kupp so open, and how his ability to really create separation and his route running. And now I get to see, his ability to be in so many different positions and having to learn so much. It definitely goes to show you how good of a player he is. And I'm excited to watch him, but, I want our defense to be on him for sure.
You feel like you've been close the first 6 games to one of those just massive games?
Oh yeah, it's right there. It's right there. I'm definitely sick of having these 80, 90 yard games. I definitely got to get over that hump of 100 yards. That's definitely my plan. But if you see it on tape, the explosive plays are all over the field. Not just me, just all over the field. And we just got to be dialed in, all 11 to execute those plays and give Sam a little bit more time, So it's going to be one of these games that we're going to show the world that, what we're really capable of. And hopefully it's Thursday night.
Justin, you've done enough of these Thursday night games. What's the most important part of your process to get your body ready on the short week?
Yeah, that's the tough part about it. You know, we only have 3 days to really recover and really to get that game plan going, and for us to, of course, throw that game out the window last week and to focus on a whole new opponent so quickly. So it's just about being in that training room, just making sure your body is well. Of course, mentally, you got to make sure you're mentally prepared to, switch through a whole new concept and a whole new game plan so quickly. But, I mean, just, having to deal with all of these walkthroughs, meetings, and, making sure we're all dialed in is definitely helpful.
Listen, what do you remember about that conversation with Kevin when he got here about how Cooper Kupp was always open that year? Like, what do you remember just kind of talking through that and how have you seen that apply?
Yeah, it was pretty much simple. It was pretty much you got to learn the whole offense. You got to learn every single position. You have to be dialed into, this concept. You got to, if you want to be one of the best receivers, you want to be, even though you're double team and triple team and still getting the ball, you have to be dialed into everything that he has going on. And, ever since that day, I definitely was dialed in. I wanted to be on that same level. I wanted to be running wide open, even if I'm getting double and triple. So it's just all a part of the system, all part of the process. I just got to be, mentally focused, of course, physically prepared to go throughout the whole game and playing these different formations. I don't really get out much, so, just the hydration and just making sure my body is feeling well is definitely something that's very important.
Listen, you mentioned the holding. Last one. Holding. Do you think that's just the particular teams you guys have played and the way they play, or do you think that's like the new latest and greatest NFL idea of how to stop you?
I think a little mixture of both, honestly. Of course, they're not trying to get beat. Of course, they rather, take a holding call than, a 40, 50-yard, play. So it's part of the game, though. It's not like, no one holds. It's something that we kind of look forward to. We know you're going to get that physical contact, and that's something we have to fight off. We know that the refs are not going to call it every single time, and we're not looking for them to call it every single time. We got to be, dialed into making sure that physically we getting past them at the end of the day and getting open. So that's all it is. Thank y'all.